So we're going to need 200 packaged rocket fuel just for this. But that's fine, we can figure that one out. At some point I need to work on the quantum singularity thing too, since I do need some amount of those. I've got the 500 of these that I need, easily. So to make the singularity cells... Oh, it's just a manufacturer, okay. It's nuclear pasta, dark matter crystals, just old school iron plates and concrete. What the hell? Okay. That's interesting. And it's 1 nuclear pasta to 10 of those. Doubled. It'll be 1 to 20. So I'm definitely going to double that. Okay, so I should set up a manufactory up near the copper mine where I can pass in the iron plates and have a container for the dark matter crystals and nuclear pasta. We do need 1,000 nuclear pasta for our objective though, but I also am going to need quantum cells, singularity cells, for the warp drive. That's a 5 to 1, which means we need... It's 100 iterations, so it's 500 of these, which divided by 20 is, I think, 25. So if it's only 25 iterations of those, 25 nuclear pasta is not a big deal to siphon off, or it shouldn't be. I mean, it does still take a long time to make, but we do have a lot of excess power at the moment. But then we're jeopardizing that soon too, so not for long. Well, let's stick him down like that. Then have... We don't even really need a container for these things, because we'd just be putting in exactly the amount that we need. Let's just split that off right now. Yeah, we're not even halfway there on this. This takes a lot of the time. We can bump the clock speed up on that as well if we want to. It'll just then burn through our power even more. But we're kind of at the point that we can do that. Certainly if that becomes like the last thing we need, then that's just what we do. So if we tell this to make singularity cells, actually we need to tell it to make something completely banal first. That we can just give something really basic, like that. So that then we can soma sloop it immediately. Because we want to have it soma sloop. Actually, you know what? That's not a bad thing. Let's just do that. Because I think we can give it that straight away, right? We've got that, and my right ear is going deaf right now. Quick wire, yeah, there we go. So we have exactly what we need for that. And then let's put a container off the back here. And that's just because we want that soma slooped immediately. We're not going to overclock it right away. We just want to get the double effect active immediately. Let's do it like that. There we go. So you go underway using one of those, and then it'll say that it wants to make 2. You know what? Maybe I just let you make a couple of those, or a few of these. There we go. Now it'll make double. And then once you've made a couple of these, I'm then going to swap recipes. Psych, I now want you making singularity cells. 25 nuclear pasta. And now I'll need, it's 100 and 200 per minute, yeah. And that's the thing, is maybe we tone this down. We can just bring that up from here. That's a bit ugly, but let's go down here and then like that. There we go. That's way faster than I can use it, or that I can make it, but I don't care because it's just temporary. We have a backlog. And then metal plates, we have a lot of them here. We can put a splitter just in line. Yeah, just hanging in midair anywhere is fine. then it's going to be 50 per of these. Yeah, let's go up here. Why not? And then underneath there. Why not? There it goes. So janky. But who cares? We're getting to the stage of the game that I don't care too much about it being janky. Alright. And then we grab a full stack of these anyway to feed in directly. Get it going. And then we are going to want a container for the dark matter crystals. But they only go in at a rate of 10 per minute anyway. So that should be fine. And then it's 1 to 20 of those. 25 to 20? 25 times that's 500, I think. Do I have 500 dark matter crystals? I'm not sure. But also, we're probably able to swap our quantum stuff over now. Instead of making the superposition oscillators, we can start making the other things. So kind of a timely point to come back anyway, I suspect. Yes, good. Recipe. You. I need some trigons. That's the annoying thing, is I do have another input that I'm going to need. It's currently the dark matter crystals. Let's just get rid of that and put in another one of these. Pick you up. How many do I need? Lots, right? We'll just grab like a stack full. Bonk, bonk. Let's just grab half of what's here pretty much. Drop one in there, get you started. And the rest in there to keep you going. Alright, and then you're making 36 per minute off the back of that. How many dark matter crystals do we have? Enough, looks like. So I think I needed 500. You're making them with 60 per minute dark matter crystal, well, dark matter energy. And that's underclocked. 36 per minute. Let's increase this to like 50%. Okay, it's now 75. Maybe we want 40%. Perfect. That's going to take a while to make everything that I need. I don't like underclocking things, that's for sure. Not when I need lots of things, but whatever. 6 per minute time crystals. We're just feeding those in anyway, that's fine. Alright, that's that started. And then that's all to feed into this, which is another quantum encoder thing here. Alright, well, we have a hypertube, we should use it. Let's go put our dark matter crystals and start getting those singularity cells. That means we'll be able to... Well, we're going to need slightly more than what I've just siphoned off as well, because we are going to be using some for the research as well. Why do I have way too many? Oh, because I deconstructed the... Okay, I have too many, I think. Because I deconstructed the conveyor belt. Now I have way too many. Oh well, never mind. And then we need... Oh, you are powered? What do we wait? Oh, you are underway. Good. Okay. Cool. And yeah, you're going to take a while to make those. It's 2 minutes to make 20. Is that bad? It is quite a long time. But then the nuclear past is going to take forever. We're only halfway there. That thing's been churning away for ages. At some point we'll be able to start bumping things up. Okay, you're finished. Hopefully I tuned you correctly. 44 is a weird number to have. You need fused modular frames. Okay. So at which point was my maths bad then? We needed 100. We've got 98. Okay. Do I have the fused frames on me still? I don't think I do. Oh, it needs to be at least 2. Okay, you know what? Let's just put those in. Let's just give you a full stack, because why not? Make another lot, so that'll be 102. And then I'm going to change recipes. And I'm going to change it to the thing that I actually need. And then maybe we can figure out if we've done the right thing. Probably not going to have a clue still, but maybe. Okay, good. Oh, I just remembered I had excess. I didn't... Yeah, that's right. My maths was correct, I think, because I had excess anyway. So now I've got 102. Alright, so it's 1 to 2. We need 200. So 100 is all I needed. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and you use dark matter crystals too. Let's just... no, not you, but yeah, you. We don't actually need any more of these engines, it turns out. We made way too many of them. It seems. We'll find out. Yeah, I think my maths was very wrong on that. Why do I have a portable miner on me? Why do I have biofuel on? I'm so confused. So front one should be the dark matter crystals. So it was 100 of those, and then 200 of these, looks like. Yeah, 200 superposition. And then 40 times 100, so 4,000 dark matter crystals. I don't have that many dark matter crystals yet, I don't think. But they will come with time, because I am making them steadily still. So diamonds are being fed into here at a very low rate. I'm using 12 per minute. I think I'm only getting 10 per minute coming this way though, right? Because of how it's splitting. Until this fills up. Yeah, 8 per minute, but until you fill up entirely, we're not even getting that amount. We're making 18 per minute. Oh, that's, yeah, 8 and 12 is 20, not 18. That's also a problem. Ah. So that's based on the maximum amount of coal coming in. So this should actually be dropped down even more to be just 3 per minute, I think. We're using 6 per minute, but only temporarily. But what we can also do is just yank those out. It's going to get more than what it needs anyway. And then we can just come down here and just go bang. There you go. Have that many. I only have 400 currently, so I need 10 times as many. That's a worry. It's probably fine just because of the amount of time that it's going to make, or going to take to do everything else anyway. Okay, well there's 400, that's a tenth of what I need. You are plugging away, which is nice. We've got 22 of those. We've got 162 of these. We're going to need more. But here's 100. So that's a start. And then I think it's even amounts, so we need 100 of these to be effective anyway. But hey, we can just get started. That's fine. Fairly sure I put in exactly what I need to make the 100 that I need anyway. Maybe we just ramp this up? Oh no, we do not want to overclock this. Look at that power requirement. My word. How is our power network now? Still holding. Okay. That's handy. And we're going to be disrupting it to the tune of about 1500 megawatts, but I guess not to start with. To start with, we're just going to be pulling off like maybe 15. We'll just siphon off a little bit. So you reckon that you're stopped? No. No, not anymore. Were you waiting for something? Oh, because you use 100 at a time. Right, okay. Fair enough then. So it does take a while for it to actually run through. So you are sitting idle. I feel I should be using you for something else. I think that's just because of I made this extra one over here and I don't think I really needed to. Oh, that's not what you're for. You're for something else. Oh, I need to double dip. I'm getting my wires crossed. So I need superposition oscillator for you as well as for this. Right, so I need double the amount. Ah. Right. I need 128 for this. And that's in the quantum encoder anyway, so we can't actually use that right now. Hey, whatever. We need them either way. So that's fine, and then the dark matter crystals go in here. It's enough for a little bit. And then we'll see what singularity cells I have now. The iron plates aren't filling up very quickly because it's split. It's not coming in directly out of the container, that's why. So it's only coming in at a rate of 30 per. I should have this stretch here upgraded then, so that it can come out faster, as far as that. Not that that one's moving at all at the moment. So then this can be 60 coming along here, which is what it means. Ah, I see, it runs out at certain points and then it backs up again. Gotcha. Alright, that makes sense. So how many do we have? 100. That's a good amount. So 50 we can use for research, the other 50 we can put into our production over here, just to get that kick-started. And then we have the case of the additional Soma sloops, it turns out. Alright, let's get you started. You actually make them fairly quickly. I mean, I am overclocking you. Maybe I shouldn't, because I don't really need to. Like 10 per minute. It can only run for 5 minutes anyway, and then it'll stop. So there's not much point overclocking that. Okay, research time. So we grab the other 500 of these out of here. MAM. Alien technology. Alien power matrix. I have no idea what you are, but I'm going to get you anyway. Something to do with this.
Alien power matrix recipe unlocked. These disposable synthetic mimic artifacts increase power augmenter output by further stabilizing the summer sloop's connection to its energy harvesting location.
What's to do?
You grow shrines and engrave silent organs incompatible with the tapestry.
It is a beginning, far from an ending, a step in between.
Harmony.
Sure. Sweet harmony, maybe? Was my count thrown off because I already had engines spare, maybe? That might have been part of the problem. Oh, we did run through pretty much everything in terms of motors and smart plating, though, so I guess that worked. We just have a bit of smart plating left, which you already had extra anyway. So maybe our maths wasn't so bad on that one. But we did end up with extra of those again. Right, we have some random aluminium on me that I'm not going to easily be able to get rid of, so let's just use that to make some fuel tanks, because why not? So we have a few extra of those. Yeah, copper sheets we still have plenty of. What else was it that I needed? I needed a radio control unit. Let's just run through and make sure I've got what I need. Okay, blenders. Maybe we grab some more computers. And then packager is fine. Pressurizer, that's fine. An extractor, that's fine. Okay, I think we have what we need now, but I'm going to grab a few extra computers just in case. Because we should have plenty of those in like this container over here. Yeah, not really a problem. So let's just stick some of these in here as well. Okay, so at a certain point the quantum encoder needs to be used for the AI thing, like the part 3. But for now, I think we are sorted on things. You're still behaving inconsistently, which is weird to me. So it should be 120, and then it should be 60 coming this way. But when it splits it, it's splitting it evenly, but is it just because of how it's coming out? Oh, because the lifter. I upgraded the thing, but not the lifter. There we go. That makes more sense. There we go. Now that should work properly. So you're making some ballistic warp drives, so that's good. Though part 3 is the one that we haven't actually begun yet. But that's fine. Okay, let's go do our rocket fuel. Zoom. I can deconstruct Rex too now, actually. Maybe I should do that, or I should at least experiment with it. Okay, so we're going to need a blender over here, first of all. Surface is too uneven. Okay, so let's put down some foundations then. I guess... I'm thinking 2x2 is probably enough. Good. And then we just have input. Okay, that's not going to work. Guess we do as far as this. I'm actually going to go up a little bit as well. And then we're going to put it on horizontal to vertical for this bit here. That to there, and that to... other way around. There we go. Just clipping past the power pole, that's fine. I think in terms of elevation, this feels like it's less than 20, but we'll find out. Now, nitric acid, 30, you 120 and 30 per minute water. Oh, that's right, we need iron plates too. That's so weird. Okay. Is there any iron around here? Probably not. Oh, there is over here. Yeah, iron ore pure. Iron ore pure. Pure is very excessive, but... and we can just train that around the outside. I forgot that I needed that. That's really annoying. Okay, well. Fine. Let's get the water started anyway. We only need 30 per minute, so you are going to be very underclocked. And once you've been pumping for a while, you should just fill up in the pipes anyway. Now we can't actually tell what the elevation is, per se. But I think it's less than 20. Which I believe it reckons that it can do. Is it 20 or 10 that it can do, actually? 10. Okay. So we might need a pump on here as well. But what if I pumped more? Like, if this fills up, surely this has to start filling up. That's the way fluids work. It's a closed system. So if we do increase this to like 30%, then that's going to fill up more. And then it'll just stop-start a lot. Alright. So we're going to want iron plates coming around this side of things to go on top here, presumably. Just going to have a power line going through the containers. It happens. It's fine. Okay, and then we'll just have a lifter facing this way. Actually popping it out, I think, is probably going to be better. There we go. Doing that. Nice. And we could even have the iron ore coming over here and have the plates be produced here, but I think we may as well just send it all the way around. The fact that we already have the power lines is really handy. And then we can have it going down here just for kicks, why not? So we are wanting to cut the corner a little bit, because the iron itself is over, what, here more directly? Oh no, it is to the left, okay. That's fine then. Then we just have that being a bridge across the waterfall, basically, so that's kind of cool. Oh, it's right there. Cool. Now we place a mine down, and it just so happens I already have a portable miner on me, so that's handy. Miner Mark 1. It's a pure node anyway. Let's grab a constructor down here, just stick it this way directly. We have power lines already coming up here. This is why you run power lines everywhere. Okay, iron plates, 30 to 20. We needed 30 per minute anyway, I think. So let's just double it, why not? Make it 40. We need 60. You're pure. We just do that. Fire you up. Connect you up. Don't have any on me. That's fine. You're starting to wear away shortly. You are, of course, right in the middle of the road. Because of course you are. Right. Oh, curve. I didn't realize we had a curve conveyor belt now. To go with the straight that we have for pipelines, we now have a curve for conveyor belt. I like it. Oh, that's so good. Alright, and then we just connect you up. Like so. Cool, and it'll be 40 per minute iron plates moving along. We only need 30. Don't care, that's fine. Let's actually bring... Oh, you're going this way instead of that way anyway, that's fine. We want to now get our nitrogen gas set up. So, Pressurizer. Bang. Get started, please. Thank you. Oh, I didn't realize that I could actually tune this as well. But we can. We need 120 per minute, I think. We can just drop that to at least 50 anyway, I think. Speed, yeah. I didn't realize that because the other one doesn't really need to be doing anything now. Right. Extractor. We want to be down here, facing this way. Because you are going to be doing 60 per minute. Okay. Oh, you're a pure, though. Wait, is that because I decreased you? Should I be doing that to make this 120? Ah, that's how it works. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. I mean, I can also just connect 2 pures up instead. It just seems like an absolute waste if it's like going to be that. The well potential is 5 pures connected. That's interesting. Yeah, kind of weird. Kind of weird how that works. But yeah, I think we do that, and then we just build a second extractor, right? Ah, cheap. And then we just have a pipeline junction here. We do that, and we do... let's just do straight. There we go, now that we have the straight connector. Nice. So that feeds both of those into there, so we have 120 coming out, potential, 60 from each. Cool. And we'll just follow this way back home. I guess we might want to overclock it. So we don't need the power overhead right now. 150 is pretty negligible after all. So maybe let's just crank this up again, why not? Crank it up, no reason not to. I'm also going to complete my circuit here. Just to make it cleaner. Alright. Because yeah, we might want to overclock. We've got a lot of overhead on both the iron and also the water. So if we want to produce more nitric acid, because we don't know how much we need yet when it comes to the turbo fuel. Or rocket fuel, rather. I bet it'll be such a piddling amount as well. I doubt it'll be a problem. Let's just split the difference along here. Do we have plates coming out here yet? We don't. Why not? What's wrong with you? Oh, I need to smelt it first, you imbecile. Of course. I got too excited by thinking of, oh yeah, it's just this and then this. No, you need to smelt it first. And I think we need 2 smelters in that case, maybe. It's 30, unless we want to double overclock both of them, and that's just annoying. Given how cheap smelters are, I think I just do that. And then we want to have a splitter at this point here. We'll make that Mark II just in case we want to overclock it in the future. And then we just do 1 and 1. And then we do iron ingots. Okay, and let's do you and you, and get you fired up. And stick the excess in there. Alright, now we can put the constructor down. We're going to need a merger now. At this point here. Iron plates. Double overclock. There we go. Right, well that was annoying. I'm glad I thought to check. So they'll slowly start to make their way across. We could even have processed some ourselves in the meantime, but we've got some in the backlog as well. So you're backed up. You have now got nitrogen coming through, and you're going to soon have iron plates. Now, to make rocket fuel, it is also produced in a blender, not a refinery. And I don't know how much we need. 10 per minute and 60 per minute turbo fuel. Okay, so yeah, we don't need that much nitric acid, it turns out. And it makes 100 per minute rocket fuel. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. We're currently making 45 turbo fuel off the back of this, right? Yeah, and that's triple overclocked. Okay. Crazy. This turns out to be very efficient at this point. So we're not going to need all that much. Oh, we only need a 10 per minute. Why did I think it was 30? We only need 10 per minute. And we're not even going to need that much. We actually only need, well, we'll say 12 for the sake of argument's sake. But yeah, not much. Not much at all. All right. Huh. Well, we can have a buffer. Let's stick it on here. That's kind of nice. Let's do that. Is that too much? Probably. We're going to need to pump it, I think. So then maybe we want to have... that's fine. We can do a pump in line. We've got power right there anyway. You're going to be connected up like that. Then we can intercept this for another power pole there. So first we can just connect you up there. We're going to make 12 per minute and start pushing that up. We can also just like Somas loop that real quick just to boost more into the pipes, or we can just not underclock it actually. Let's just do that for now. We'll make way more than we need. How's that? Just throws a barrel. That's funny. Okay. So it knows that that's what it wants to be. It'll just take a little while to shunt through. Now this is where we're definitely going to need to have a pump though, to get up to the top here. Because this is several meters. What do we got here? If we do this, 4, 8, 12, like it's 16 pretty much.